Welcome back, everybody, and good evening. Now we apologize for the very, very long delay. That match we were waiting on was taking a little bit longer than anticipated. I think some config issues and all kinds of stuff. But we're back now. We're going to be coming to you with the losers final here between We Love Gambling and asdawdawdawd. Uh, who we will be referring to as ASD for the remainder of this here cup, just in case you missed their introduction earlier. It's me, Ekimos, in the booth with Sir Jaden, yet again, staying with you all night until Grand Finals concludes. And we're going to have some good TF2 ahead of us today. And I think in a turn that might surprise a couple people is We Love Gambling just being in the losers finals. I know a couple people after the loss against Could Have Been Records may have wrote them off, but I believe when they went down into the losers quarters, the team they were supposed to fight against ended up DQing, and in the losers semis they had a hard-fought 4-3 against Federal Hot Dog Committee. So they've definitely earned their place in the losers finals as far as I'm concerned. They've fought their way up here, most of the way. One DQ, sometimes it's unavoidable, but what can you do? That said, I'm feeling pretty excited. Looks like we're going to be playing Bagel as one team is already rupped here, and just a matter of time until We Love Gambling hits the rup button and we get this underway.
Yeah, I'm excited. Sad to see the Federal Hot Dog Committee go, unfortunately, down to We Love Gambling. But I mean, like you said, We Love Gambling. I'm sure they're feeling good right now. They're glad to be at least in a third place contention, if nothing else. But we'll see how they will fare against Team ASD. Now, we will keep in mind we have seen all of these teams play so far, but not necessarily have seen We Love Gambling play against Team ASD themselves. But we do have a bit of an inkling of how each team can fare based on how well they did against. They both went up against Could Have Been Records. Could Have Been Records on a great run right now, sitting pretty in grand finals, waiting to see the winner of this one. But both teams had faced them up in the winners bracket, and We Love Gambling faced them earlier back in round 2. Unfortunately, went down pretty decisively to a 5-0. And then Team ASD went on to face Could Have Been Records in round 3 and also lost, but they were able to take 3 rounds in the process. It was very much a more back and forth game. So with that being said, with Team ASD faring much better against Could Have Been Records than We Love Gambling, it would be a safe bet to say that Team ASD might have a bit of an advantage going into this game. But I mean, you never know. Maybe it could have been a map thing for We Love Gambling. Maybe they'll work better, not just the map, but maybe they work better in Koth overall as a game mode. It is much more DM heavy, it's much faster pace, and especially a map like Bagel, much more soldier oriented. So maybe we'll see something turn around. Maybe we'll see a different We Love Gambling than we saw earlier. So it will be interesting either way. And I think if you're Could Have Been Records, I think you're feeling good either way. You feel like you're sitting pretty because you beaten both of these teams what felt like pretty handily. It's just for one, you kind of had to work pretty hard, at least a lot harder than the other. So, but yeah. I wouldn't be feeling too bad at all right now if I was in Could Have Been Records.
Yeah, I wouldn't be feeling nervous or scared or anything at all if I was Could Have Been Records. I mean, like you said, pretty heavy-handed wins, 5-0 and 5-3 respectively. Definitely a little close to, a little bit close for comfort in the winners finals when Could Have Been Records fought ASD. But, I mean, they did still manage to squeak their way out with the dub. I do think that maybe, just maybe, We Love Gambling might have a higher chance here, as Could Have Been Records did sweep them on Sunshine, did sweep them on 5CP, but this is Koth now. We're getting ready to play Bagel, so it does play a lot differently. Bagel, if We Love Gambling isn't careful and they let the chaos get the better of them, they're going to be they're going to be a little screwed for however long they let that chaos, reign. But if they're able to keep their composure, if they're able to, keep themselves together and keep themselves well-oriented, I think we'll have a good, close match on our hands. But ASD really needs to prove that they can hold their own against We Love Gambling, irregardless of map. As we go live right now, We Love Gambling versus ASD here on Bagel in the losers finals. Regardless of if We Love Gambling loses here or wins here, they'll be winning themselves some cash either way, and vice versa for Team ASD, as this will determine third and who goes up into the grand finals. Right off the bat, though, not seeing any early aggression, but I take that back as we see Solar try and land in on to MetaMock. Doesn't work out too well, but it does get a lot of damage, and Belarus is going to be able to come in across the point uncontested and pick up the kill. And it does look like the counter sack attempt coming in from the side of ASD, but they fail, and they are not quite able to get that pick onto James. And now James is going to be up with full Uber ad. Very dominant first point win for the side of We Love Gambling. Definitely signaling something might be changing. Tides might be turning in favor of We Love Gambling.
Very much so. Like you said, a very decisive, very aggressive first point from We Love Gambling, but looks like it's Team ASD's time to respond as Demo tries to go in for a pick there. Doorknob does find something, but oh my goodness. Wu finding a little market garden there in the 4-man. They do get the force, though, which is exactly what they need to push out here with this full Uber advantage. So it's Team ASD's time to bring this back. But yeah, like we were saying, just a very, very strong start from We Love Gambling there, and also very good on them not being or not losing their med to a response from like Doorknob coming through the right house. So we'll see if Team ASD will be able to turn things around here, maybe switch things up or beat them out with their own type of aggression here. But looks like, yep, it looks like they're going in here for their own type of sack. They do get the force off, and they keep their own med alive. And while they do get the cap, We Love Gambling is going to get their Uber. So it's going to be a pretty good exchange for them overall. They still have a decent amount of time ahead of a Team ASD as well. So pushing out here shouldn't be too hard for them as they slowly make their way out. Just pushing them out of concrete. Team ASD, knowing they have the Uber disadvantage, they're just kind of have to let them walk in here, but they're also going to get ready for a little bit of a sack. But Soldier going in, Solar in very, very far, but absolutely denied. No play for Solar there as he tries to get in.
Oh, in comes Shinoda, landing on top of James.
Oh my
God! He can't keep getting away with this. Someone stop him. He gets one air shot, goes in, lands on James, hits another air shot into the drop. And now look at this. It's going to be, I believe that's Solar trying to get in behind with Smokey. Eyes like a hawk, spots him instantly, jumps in, takes him down before he can even find his way into wood here. Not even able to get through the house. So it is going to be ASD able to hold their own, hold this point, start ticking the time down in their favor. Unfortunately, Solar, I'm just feeding at this point, sad face, unfortunately. But, not too late to change that up. You could definitely change the way you're playing here. Solar Controller is trying to take a fight in lobby on their own, which might be a detriment to their team here, as Doorknob does finally take down Juxi. Solar is finally able to waddle out onto concrete, but he's so weak, is going to be able to find a spam rocket and clean up Shoe Shocker. With MetaMock, finally, the medics getting some representation in the kill feed here, as they're able to find a arrow onto, I believe it was Solar Controller. And ASD still sitting with a heavy time ad on the point. Just trying to bide their time here, maybe wait for the Ubers to come out and go for the exchanges. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do, as it looks like MetaMock and Shoe Shocker are getting ready to waddle their way over. James does pop, but has no target, and it's a very poor Uber. The counter does come out from the side of ASD, and it's going to be Brown Sugar bombing forward. Not quite able to catch anybody except for Maki. Maybe able to catch Solar Controller here, but no, Solar gets out with barely any health, and that's an Uber.
Brown Sugar.
Brown Sugar dying as well, and now Juxi almost getting some picks in the back line, but is taken down by Doorknob at the very last moment. Maybe the soldiers on the side of ASD able to pick something up here in lieu of Brown Sugar. but I don't think that's going to be how this plays out. At least for the time being, as We Love Gambling is able to just take a bunch of space over the point. Now it's going to be Solar Controller sitting on Nipple, trying to get some spam. Does have to back away, though, unfortunately, for We Love Gambling. And now it's going to be a little bit of a push coming in from ASD as they try and contest the left lane. No contest from the house, the blue house, so it is pretty free. Solar Controller is on Nipple again, trying to spam down at them and getting some very valuable time for it. Does end up flipping the team, or flipping the cap for his team. And
oh my
coming
goodness,
in from Smokey, landing straight on top of James' head. No one to save him, no scouts to deny. Everybody's dying on the side of We Love Gambling, and they've got that extra long respawn time as well. It's going to be Solar Controller trying to find something, but beefs the jump and gets killed inside of Red House, unfortunately for We Love Gambling. And now Shinoda trying to take the 1v1 with Maki here, but not closing the gap, so not quite able to secure the kill. And now ASD with less than 10 seconds on the clock, now 5 seconds and ticking. We Love Gambling coming in very, very quickly. Has to rush this point and get as much cap time as possible in order to maybe secure this round. Haru's going to go down to the hands of Shoe Shocker here while also blocking that point. It's going to be Maki eating a rocket to the head. Now it's going to be Jukesy going down to the hands of Doorknob. Smokey going to be able to find James here. Now it's a Soldier demo bombing in now, trying to find anything at all, but DPM going to get taken down. And now the cap time is getting slowly drained in the first round. Is going to go to ASD.
Dang, that was and all that chaos. What a beautiful bomb, just straight onto the med. And that was what spelled it them for them mostly, because they were able to finish off the cap time, clean up the rest of the players. They didn't have any heals. I mean, a bit of a shaky start for Team ASD, but it looks like they were able to close that first round out pretty decisively. So We Love Gambling is going to have to they're going to have to play a little bit more intensely here, or they're going to have to pull out a different plan if they want to turn things around here, as Team ASD does not look like they want to do anything.
Bomb onto the sniper.
Oh my goodness.
They're going to take out the sniper.
Everyone goes down.
James. DPM 2.
They do find the med.
What is a med
Med's
trade?
trade. Yeah. And now...
Whoa, what in the world,
Juicy?
Juicy?
Scrapping, but Jesus.
What?
They're dying back and
Juicy
forth
just
now.
hits the speed shot, I guess. I don't know.
Just him. Tier 5 jumper right here.
Him. Get this man in the jump cup that's happening in like Brazil Fortress. I don't know. Looks like they're committing to the perma sniper strat though, which, I mean, if you've played Bagel, which I'm sure all of the people watching have, but if you're not, very familiar, maybe you're a little bit newer to sixes or just haven't checked out TF2 that much, sniper's not very good on Bagel. There's not a lot of angles for you to hold. You really have to play. You have to play pretty far back, and to get a good angle, you have to expose yourself. You have to be pretty open to a bomb. And it does look like that's what the soldiers are going for. But not quite on the man. Smokey again, just taking down James for that's like the 5th time he's died so far. And unfortunately, it's going to be Beru's missing the shot onto Smokey. Does get taken down later, but I mean, this is just brutal for the side of We Love Gambling. Maki tries to cap the point, but decides not to, as he might deny all of his players. Does get a lot of cap time, though, for his team. And now it looks like Solar Controller trying to fight on that nipple, but does get launched off. It is going to be ASD just constantly holding this point. The Uber does come out from the side of ASD as they're starting to walk forward. Now they're able to find DPM and now Solar Controller. They're probably going to be able to find Maki as well. Yes, they will. It is Jukesy alive and well behind the rest of the team. Probably going to jump up into them from lobby, but not quite quick enough. Not quite able to find anything. Almost taken out by Doorknob in the meantime. But this is not looking good for We Love Gambling so far.
Not at all. I mean, they tried the sniper play, but unfortunately, they weren't able to keep the soldier from coming through the left house and absolutely destroying their meds. So now, being on the back foot and with over a minute time loss here on the clock, they're gonna have to play a little bit faster here as they try to make their way through big door. Smokey coming in for the bomb, double bomb coming in. They do get the force out, so an early Uber on the side of We Love Gambling is not what you want here, as now they're not gonna be able to chase really any players. They do find one soldier, but it's not going to be enough as Team ASD is walking right on back out with almost full Uber ad. Hopefully they're looking to actually maybe do a surprise push through right house and catch them out on concrete, which is exactly what they're looking to do here, but it is not enough. We Love Gambling kind of anticipates it, and they're almost able to get out, yeah, just barely through that big door and keep their Uber alive. But I mean, with a full minute still ahead on the clock, you are absolutely chilling right now as Team ASD. You set up the forward hold, even with some uber disadvantage. I mean, with how well you've been playing so far, if you just keep this momentum up, you're not worrying as them. As We Love Gambling right now, you're the last of the We Loves left. This is all you got. The pressure's on, so they're pushing in here. Double bomb coming in for the side of Team ASD.
James.
Absolute destruction.
James
Med goes
dying
down
there at 95%, I believe. No, I think that's 99 actually.
Oh,
Both meds dying at some point in this game with 99% Uber. That's going to give ASD a hefty amount of Uber ad and that player ad as well now as they clean up Maki in the back line. They are going to be able to keep firm control of that point, and as soon as they get that Uber, all they have to do at this point is sit on top of it, use as soon as they see them try and get over, so they can't even get any cap time as those bodies completely block it. Now would be the opportune time to use that Uber if you just want to block any cap time at all on the point, but they want to drain it. Jukesy getting in through the blue house is going to land right on top of Brown Sugar. Smokey's going to get taken down by Beruz as well. Oh no, the Uber comes out on concrete. Now Solo popping onto Shoe Shocker. It is going to be Metamok juggled up into the air. No air shot though. It is going to be a safe pick from Beruz and Solar Controller. Somehow not getting credit for that med kill, but I don't know how. Maki going to get taken down by Smokey here, and it looks like this round for the time being has changed momentum drastically and is now looking great for We Love Gambling.
So far, yeah, I feel like the pressure is definitely on for them though. This one cap and that's another round down for you. So as Team ASD gets ready to put pressure onto the point, get some cap time, they already have a decent amount, but oh my god, Metamok goes down to an early soldier pick. And he, oh my goodness, goes for Doorknob with the pickaxe. Not going to be enough though. Team ASD trying to respond with a pick of their own. They're not going to be able to find it. They do find the demo. They do finally find the med, and that is going to be enough as they collapse on the rest of the team and take the second round. It was almost looking bad for Team ASD there, but it's not enough. Once again, just showing that they look to be the more solid team so far. I mean, We Love Gambling is really going to have to take a second to really reinvent themselves right now.
Absolutely.
They want to make it to Grands.
I think something to note as well is that We Love Gambling isn't, losing these, like in a total domination sense. I mean, they are ticking off more time per round. I mean, they're figuring out how ASD plays. They're figuring out how they want to play around it. And unfortunately for ASD, they're going to lose a solid bit of cap time right at the beginning. Well, maybe not, actually. They do lose Brown Sugar at the beginning, but I don't think it really matters as Doorknob is able to get in through the house and is able to take down James and Maki here. No med alive for the side of We Love Gambling. Now Smokey and Shinoda going to be able to find Barrows and DPM. And now Shoe Shocker finding Solar Controller. Jukesy, the last man standing. Air fight from Brown Sugar is able to take him down as well. James, the last man standing, is just spawning. There's nothing they can do. So that point is going to go into the hands of ASD. Despite the explosive opening from We Love Gambling, they're just not quite able to capitalize on it with that sniper.
Yeah, they had a great pick to start off with, but it just seems like they're not able to defend against Team ASD's bombs, even with that sniper. So they seem to do a lot better when they responded with their own aggression, as evidenced in the first mid, but this slower mid with the snipers just simply it hasn't worked out for them yet. But as they inch their way back onto the point here, they are trying to just get some cap time, maybe because they do get two there, including the demo on the side of Team ASD. So this is a huge advantage for them to push the point and hopefully get some cap time back. And like you said, not huge losses. They've been getting some cap time. They've been trailing by a minute at least. So it doesn't take a whole lot to really turn this around and turn this into a much more even game. It's just got to clean up some things here and there on the side of We Love Gambling. And as Team ASD Uber's in here to try to get some type of play off of this Uber, but We Love Gambling's going to completely collapse on them in the house, trying to find some picks of their own as the Uber's not as good. Both teams dropping players. No. Losing the med on the side of We Love Gambling.
Their health is so bad. Maki's on 9. They all have to scramble for these really far back packs. I mean, this just
And yeah,
opens the
that's going to lose the
door.
point for them.
Yeah, I mean, ASD is just able to waddle on in. They don't even have to really fight or anything. They just have to let the players on We Love Gambling scatter themselves as they try and find those health packs. And unfortunately, all the packs pretty much got gobbled up. So Maki had to run all the way into lower to pick up his pack. And it's not looking good for We Love Gambling at the current moment. As James goes down to a
Oh
nice
my
buy from Brown
goodness.
Sugar, unfortunately dying yet again. Not something you like to see at this stage of the game. It's going to be Shinoda finding another pick onto Beru's doorknob. Going to be able to clean up Solar Controller now as well. We Love Gambling is in to try and cap the point, but it's one little sliver away, and they're not quite able to cap it. And I think Juxi is going to get taken down here as well by Doorknob and Shoe Shocker. Both converging on him, just gonna find that free pick, and they're gonna set up a forward hold here on the side of ASD, while they're actually getting super forward. They're in lobby here, which is this is kind of ballsy.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm sure they are feeling nothing if not confident right now because, I mean, if you're We Love Gambling, it's only got to hurt after what just happened.
Juxi's on
Losing your
Beckers.
men early. Ooh. Trying to make a play there. Unfortunately, does not find anything along with losing their demo. It looks like they're going to have to back up. Solar also going down with 3 down on the side. Ooh, they do get the force, though, at the very end. Hey, they at least have that. But with We Love Gambling, I mean, over a minute, way over a minute now, passed on the clock behind. They're gonna have to make something happen quick here and make something crazy happen because it's not looking good for them. And Soldier coming in, Smokey once again, absolutely on fire this game, and he finds him again, finds the med. Another crucial pick as now We Love Gambling is forced to make this push with only 20 seconds left and no heals to their name. Scout trying to find something is not going to be enough as they're trying to find any type of damage, any type of picks. And now, I mean, with only 15-ish seconds left for the side of Team ASD, again, this is just it's looking bleak, very bleak for We Love Gambling. I'm sure that not just the gameplay, but like the mental right now, like they're gonna have to do. I'm sure that might be what this pause is for. They might just have to do a little mental reset. They can be like, hold on, guys. All right, let's make sure like we know what we're doing. We had a great first round. They had a very good first round, but for some reason when they switched up to sniper, it just has not worked out so far. And
Yeah,
I don't know though. What do you think they need to do first and foremost to maybe turn this around?
I mean, the first round was their best mid so far. The
Absolutely.
second round, they had that sniper, very explosive play, getting the demo off the bat, but they didn't push off of that. They didn't take any of the aggression off of that. They didn't go in. They're also letting their backline kind of fragment. The James is just kind of left alone a lot of the time. It seems like people aren't turning around whenever James is in trouble. And whenever there's no one to defend James, whether they be dead or actively being juggled or are trying to help another teammate or something, and someone on ASD comes in off the chaos, James tries to run to his team, which is more towards the danger, and ends up getting himself killed a lot of the time. And I think he just needs to embrace holding the S key a little bit more, or just turn around fully and hold W. I mean, you have to value your life a lot more as Beam on this. I mean, we've seen James drop a couple times already, and we've seen him get picked off inopportune timings just because there's a lot of chaos happening, a lot of stuff going on all at the same exact time, and James just getting caught out because of it. Now, granted, some of the deaths he can't really control. He's just getting like juggled straight up in the air and getting too rocketed. Nothing he can really do about that. So some deaths, it's just unfortunate. But I feel maybe he needs to rally his team a little bit. Say like, hey guys, I should not be getting focused down this hard. I need my scouts to shoot the bombers, or I need people to be more aware. I need more protection, or something. Something's got to be said. Something's got to be done. I think the structure of the team just has to be more cohesive. They have to stick together a little bit more, because it feels like they fragment so often and take these little weird choose your own adventure soap DM MGE stuff.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way. And I think it is exactly what you said with how they're not defending against the Bombers. There were many times where I noticed that uh, people on Team ASD got through their right house, or they just jumped through for free without really being watched or watched closely enough. And that definitely culminated in a few deaths, extra deaths for James there. So, yeah, definitely we need to see We Love Gambling pull out a little bit more, just play a little bit more defensive, be a little bit more aware of, the timings that ASD is playing on, because Team ASD is very much just doing the same thing over. They're playing this nice aggressive plays. They're playing the double bomb. They'll send a scout in and send a soldier to support. And but I mean, other than that, they've been playing very, very solid, and We Love Gambling can show they can play solid as well. So it's really just up to them to match that aggression, I think, as well.
I don't know if you saw the stream, but he's here. He's here. He's appeared on screen.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Oh
He's here.
my goodness, he's here.
He's here. He's here to wreak havoc on the Horse Run Monthly.
No. Please, no.
He's here. And then he gets like the doorknob. We're on Doorknob's cam right now. The big dude shows up. He's here. Gets screamed. Doorknob just gets dragged back into the void. A pair of ominous hands like wraps around his face, just drags him back.
Just a door with a complete black. You just don't see anything. You'll never know what's in there.
Slams shut, locks itself, it disappears.
Just hear a loud scream.
Looney Tunes scream from behind the door. He starts banging on it, starts like bulging out like a C shape. Oh, but I think we're unpaused here. Game is going back live. It does look like We Love Gambling is going to cap the point here, but Juxi does die instantaneously, and now Solar Controller are going to be taken down as well. All the players moonwalking around the point at the moment. It looks like James is caught out in main here. Might be pretty dire for them as Maki and DPM all go down. I'm not sure how much time is left on the point here. As
they had 15 seconds.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter how much time is left because looks like ASD is going to be able to hold on to that point for as long as they please, and they're going to make the score 3-0. And just as a reminder, this is not best of 3. This is a best of 1 map right now. Grand Finals is the only best of 3 in this event here. So if ASD is able to land themselves another clean round, we might just be seeing a clean 4-0 sweep. And off the bat, Beru's coming out on Sniper again. Is going to be able to find the med, but it looks like James getting juggled up. Nobody's looking at James though. James is alive with like 2 health. Does finally get taken down by Shocker. Smokey going to be able to come in as well and clean up the rest of the players. And they may have taken down Metamok in the beginning, but doesn't even matter because they're going to be able to find the exchange onto James, the trade onto James later on, and it's going to be a full wipe for the side of We Love Gambling, as Belarus is still committed to the sniper play.
It's interesting because they're getting, like you said, they're getting the picks. They're just not pushing. And I'm also seeing so many moments where they're just leaving their flanks completely open, like Doorknob just walking around behind their team completely to help get the kill onto James. And it's just, once again, we get the kill on a Metamog. This is huge for We Love Gambling. They just need to collapse, or they need to, oh my goodness. And now they lose the demo on the soldier in response. It's so many, this is about like the 3rd time now where,
oh my goodness,
they get in the finish. Oh my goodness,
and Shoeshocker,
absolute fire. Shoeshockers, I'm going all the way to your spawn.
Wow.
But once again, a huge advantage opened up with the sniper, and We Love Gambling is not fast enough to capitalize on it. Team ASD just responding when they lose their med with their own aggression, as you should, and completely catching We Love Gambling out every single time. Finds Doorknob again. Sniper getting some great picks, but it's just simply not enough. So it's interesting to see that We Love Gambling is still betting on this sniper play.
Yeah, and I
that it'll
mean,
work out. They haven't even gotten the cap once this
yeah,
round.
a minute and a half has ticked off since the beginning of the round. I mean, even with that initial med kill, they haven't really been able to make a lot of space with
And
it.
oh my goodness,
One
just
tick
gets in
away
for
of cap
free.
time is able to cap that point, but not quite, as the point still sits in the hands of ASD. If We Love Gambling is able to get in, maybe just one player in the chaos, maybe cap that point, finally get some cap time. I don't know if
Oh my
they'll be able
goodness.
to. Brown Sugar going to be able to land a nice pipe onto DPM and catch him as he tries to get out. Does look like Uber is finally ready on the side of We Love Gambling, and I think they're going to use across the point here at some point. Maybe if they don't get forced, as Baruz is still on Sniper, trying to find himself a pick onto Metamok, but they are hugging that point like their life depends on it, because it does. The Uber exchange does come out. It's looking a lot better for the side of ASD, as it is a solo scout. They haven't flashed any players. It is now fading, but they're baiting the players in onto the point, into the rest of their team. I don't think they're going to be able to pick up anybody outside of that Uber.
Oh my,
But
Smokey.
oh my goodness, Smokey, hello?
Just bombs right into their concrete. Just says, okay, now time to delete you. And now just complete Uber advantage for Team ASD as they're looking to spawn camp We Love Gambling here. We Love Gambling able to get 20 seconds of cap time on the point, but that is all they have gotten this round as they're completely crumbling, finally pushing Team ASD out of their spawn with the help of a heavy and some bombs from the soldier. Trying to speed shot through, not able to get it as they walk on out through Big Door, making a last-ditch effort play here with only 20 seconds left of cap time and Uber disadvantage. This is looking very, very dire for We Love Gambling, but they do get the cap time, buying themselves just a moment here to breathe, but it's not going to be for long here as Team ASD is looking to walk back in with this full Uber advantage and close this out with a clean 4-0 sweep, if possible. I mean, only 17 seconds left on the point, and
Uber in
2
Red House.
minutes for We Love Gambling.
Wait a minute, they have mini sentry.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't even realize Baruz was up on NG.
It's not working.
Or 2 players have died on the side of We Love Gambling. Now Baruz can probably get caught out here if he doesn't take down the beam first. Holy moly. He is going to get taken down by Doorknob as the rest of We Love Gambling is trapped inside of lobby. ASD has capped the point. It is 12 seconds, now 11, 10, and counting. The Uber does come out from the side of We Love Gambling through the left house, but it doesn't really matter. They come in through the red house, but it's too little too late. But maybe not, actually, as they're able to finally cap that point after it goes into overtime for ASD, but it could be nuclear from Smokey, and I believe this is Shinoda here, but it doesn't really matter as they do both get taken down. This is winnable if We Love Gambling is able to play this perfectly, but time will tell as we wait for We Love Gambling to I guess defend against this all-out push that is coming from ASD, while they sit with about 50% Uber ad.
This may be their last stand. I mean, with Doorknob up on Sniper, maybe we'll see Team ASD make a play now with the Sniper in response, but we're just going to have to see here. I mean, a minute and a half to hold. We Love Gambling. Oh, losing the sentry and a soldier in the process. Getting so much cap time already. They're just going to take it like it's nothing. We Love Gambling not able to fight the point adequately, and Team ASD taking it very, very decisively with a clean 4-0 sweep. I mean, only looking better and better by the end.
Yeah.
I mean, very interesting. I can't. We Love Gambling really wanted that sniper to work.
Yeah, they really tried making that sniper work, and I think they finally realized how to, push off of all the picks they were getting. But at the end of the day, they just couldn't find anything concrete. They would get the pick, and they just wouldn't be able to get anything beyond that. They would get in, they would find the med, they would find the demo, they'd find whoever. They'd maybe send a soldier or a scout through the flank or just straight over the point, or they'd send sometime. I think they sent their demo over once, and I mean, it just didn't work out for them. But they didn't lose everything. I do believe they're still going to earn themselves a nice $50 to split among those six players. So it's not all doom and gloom for We Love Gambling. They can say they made it to 3rd place in the last Horse Run Monthly of 2024, and yeah, I think we're going to be in for a really, really close and really, really exciting grand finals, which we will be coming to you with shortly.